We put a Ford 9-inch in the back of our 73 Camaro. We took out the GM, and it made it an inch further away from the drive shaft than the other one was. So we have purchased a similar yoke, an inch longer. Well, this is a bullet one, and I'm going to install that one, and it will solve the problem of the drive shaft being a bit short. Anyway, I've marked the nut, and there's 2 threads showing, but basically it's not brain surgery like most people make out it to be. So you feel how hard that is to turn by hand, and you gauge it, and then when you pull this off, you basically put the other one on and tighten it up, and so it feels about the same. Put some Loctite on it, and you're good to go. I've done it on quite a few, and I've never had an issue. Okay, so I've got this tool which you bolt onto the end of the pinion so that it won't turn. It's a lot better than trying to hold it with a bar or something. So I've put my top bar in and wedged it against the floor, and then I've got a really long bar nut. Sometimes these nuts are really tight, but this is brand new, so hopefully it isn't too bad. So we get that on there. Yeah, it's tight. There we go. And then bothers your uncle. So let me put a ratchet on there. Right, there's a nut. As you can see, they put a lot of Loctite on that. That's from Speedway. So I'll just do the same one on the other one, and hopefully it'll go according to plan. Hopefully this isn't too hard to get off. Take that bar out, and I doubt this is going to pull off, so let me put maybe a pulling tool on there and try that. So I'll do another video in a second. We're still on this, and we're going to be pulling this off. So what I think I'm going to do is, this is actually a spring compressor, but I think if I just put that around the edges, I don't think it's going to take that much. And I'm going to put the nut on a little bit, because that slides in, so it'll stop it slipping off this point here. So we'll put that on. Hello. And I'll screw that on and see if that works. Hello, Jelly Bean. Taking this pinion off and doing a video of it at the same time. Maybe it'll help somebody else.
Oh, very good.
So,
you need to raise your light bulb supply.
Hey, let me put this bar in here. Get a wrench for there. Okay, so I actually used a spring puller on here, so I put the nut back on so it wouldn't slip off the tip of the pinion bolt and damage it. And like in my previous video, you see I use that, and then I screw this down, but every now and again I'll tap that a couple of times because this is really tight to release the pressure of it. And then once it gets to a certain point, then you can just do this and you can get your pinion off. And I've got to the end of the nut now, so the nut won't allow it to come off. So I'll take this off. Like that. Pull the nut off. Like that. And I still might have to pull it or tap it to get it the rest of the way off. I'll put this back on and just put it off the rest of the way, but it'll come off easily. Okay, this is just the final tighten up. I've put the new yoke on there. I've put the bracket on there so I can stick the bar in there, which makes it a lot easier. So the trick is, I want to tighten that up to where it is. I don't want to crush the crush sleeve anymore. So I kind of know how it feels, and just as I start to feel some resistance, I'm going to stop. And I put a lot of Loctite on it. So I've got to the point now where it's just starting to seat. And as you can see, with that long bar, it's pretty tight. So if you go too tight, that would not be good. So so that feels about the same as it was before, and basically, I mean, I've got a really long bar there, so I mean, just the fact that it's pretty damn tight with that long bar tells you that you're basically good to go, because you're not trying to do it more than it was before, you're just trying to get it in the right place, and that is really tight, and the Loctite should prevent anything from coming off. So yeah, that's just the way I'm doing it. Do your own research and decide what's the best and safest way to do it yourself. But that's how I do it. Okay, it's all back together. So we'll take it for a spin. So now the drive shaft, you slide it in and it comes out just about an inch, maybe a fraction more, so that's fine. And it's all good to go. So we'll go have some fun in it.